Alright guys, welcome back to another episode of Kingdoms of Capuchin, and once again we're going to be starting off with a big long time lapse. Now if you stick with me to about the 9 minute and 50-second part of the video, I'll be doing a little tour about what we've built, and I'm going to be talking about why we're doing mostly time lapses and what's going to be happening over the next couple of weeks, because a lot of stuff is happening. And yeah, hopefully you enjoy the time lapse, and I'll see you guys near the end of the video. Okay, we're back. Hopefully you enjoyed that nice long time lapse that we just had together. And we're going to start off. We're not going to move. We're just going to enjoy the view. And I'm just going to explain a few things, and then we'll get on with touring round what we've done. So, the reason this is one long time lapse video is I had a week off work, which means you'd think I'd have lots of time to record and stuff. But at the same time, my girlfriend had a week off work, and we are looking to move house very soon. So we've been going out basically all day, every day, looking at furniture and all sorts. And I've literally been having sort of half an hour, 20 minutes here and there to record. And if you look at the time lapses, um, they are like cutting and fading out because there's literally I've been like 20 minutes here, next day 20 minutes again, maybe 20 minutes later on in the day, and that's why I've decided to do it as one big time lapse because it's literally no time to record. um, Now onto the moving house part. This video is going out Monday, and it's actually Monday morning when I'm recording this, so there you go. Some things never change. And on Thursday I'll be getting the keys to the house, which means you know, I will be a homeowner on Thursday, which is kind of cool, I guess. But, obviously a lot of stuff needs doing and then moving and then sorting the internet out. So there's going to be no videos at all for 2, maybe 3 weeks. I have got some time off at the start of August, so hopefully everything will be sorted in the house and I can use that week off and, maybe spend a day or two to focus on recording for the channel. But I just want to give you guys a heads up. There's going to be no video for at least 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks. It doesn't mean I'm not going to be building. I'm going to try and focus on building when I can here and there. And I think I'm going to take a break from Egyptian for a bit. So that's where I want you guys to come in. What do you guys want to see? I know somebody's mentioned Dwarven. I kind of might jump into that Moana style thing that I want to do because I thought that's just going to be something small that I can just have a bit of fun with. I've also kind of want to do like a Norman Mott and Bailey style castle, like stone, big keep, Mott and Bailey style castle. So that might be something I do because I think that might be a small little build we can focus on. And I might just jump around here and there, do a couple of things with the Inca stuff, finishing off. And but I am really excited to get this island finished, and that is going to bring us on to the tour. So if we look around, I think we'll start with at this end, I guess. We've got a couple of these little rocks here, and I really want to add a lot more of these rocks along the river and on this side as well. Just make it look like big boulders or something that have been washed down, I guess. We've got a nice little Greek shrine on top of this rock at the point of the island, and really wanted to add this in here because, like I said, we've got the Greeks taking over the Egyptians, like they've conquered them. So I thought there should be like a Greek presence, even though it's like mostly Egyptian, this town over here. So I decided to throw this in. Don't even know what this could represent, but I just thought it looked quite nice. Next, this, if you Google the Temple of Philae, this is like a big, massive thing. I think I can't remember what it's called. It's something of Trajan, like Trajan. So it's heavily inspired by that. I've gone lots of colour up on these to make it look like the tree pillars, and I really love the way these pillars are turned out. I think they look really cool. And inside here, I think it said it held like a boat for one of the goddesses. Well, we're gonna put like a big Greek statue, maybe Zeus or Apollo or something, in here, and then a couple of altars either side. There's gonna be one episode like just building this up, because I want to like move away from time lapses for a little bit and actually just do some building on camera with people. So the next couple of episodes when we come back, I think is going to be doing sort of detail work and interior work. So like building this up, a couple of interiors for that little village over there. Maybe go back to the Incas like I mentioned earlier, and because there was no interiors or anything over there, and there's still quite a bit of detail that needs done in that little village. So moving on. We're going to have a big marketplace here, and I don't know what this is meant to be really. I just thought it would break up the flatness a little bit. So, we're going to have like canvases across here, and maybe you can have some curtains, or, well, not curtains, but, canvases. And I might actually move them in a block. So I might move them to the, think, looking at it now, like that's just a bit too wide, whereas here, yeah. So I'm probably going to end up doing that, moving these in as well. And then we move on to the big main focus of this island. Obviously, down here we're going to add a couple more palm trees and a lot more rocks as well. And I think I might have to focus on that side of the river as well at some point, just to sort of bring it together. Yeah, so now we move on to the main part, and this is still very much work in progress. You might have saw in the time lapse, for those of you that watched it all the way through, on this pylon here, we did put some wood beams up, and I do want to go back to doing that, so we're going to add those back in at some point, once I work out how I want to do them. I was thinking maybe putting a statue, like, you know, a statue of the pharaoh or the god or something, one here and one here. Maybe it's just, you know, like guarding the temple, I guess. Or I might do one and then do another one that's like sort of cut off or something. Like, you know, the Greeks came, they conquered, they like chopped, knocked them down and moved the statue somewhere else, maybe something like that. Could be interesting. We've got these little gaps here. Not too sure what they're going to do, and that's another thing I actually didn't put in. I do want to add like a facade, like we've got these here. I want to do like a bigger version of that across this main archway here. Coming in, we've got this little room here, which I think is called a birth house, something like that. It would have highly decorated walls depicting the pharaoh who built the temple, depicting his life, I think. Over here is going to just be like sort of slave quarters and people who look after the temple, just little rooms like that. So, you know, like they need a lot of detail as well. And then inside the actual temple itself, I really like this little planter here. I wasn't too sure what to do with this space, so but that I think it's gonna look really nice. And then inside the actual temple itself, not 100% sure what we're going to be doing, but we've got lots of space, lots of little rooms. It's actually not too big inside here, which is quite nice. I like the feel of the rooms in there. Like I said, we need to do a lot more detail around the edge, and I'm going to put some jetties in. So I want to put one here because we've got this gap for the temple there. So might put something, maybe a couple more like outbuildings around the back here. And then we're going to have another big one here, I think would look nice, because you've got that big space, so it makes sense to have an area where, you know, a lot of goods can come and go from the river. And maybe one over this side. I think I was going to put it here, so it's like at the back of this wall. Might get rid of that tree, but we might keep it. I'm not 100% sure yet. And the other thing that I want to show you guys and get you guys' opinion on is this road. We've finally come up with a road palette. I was never quite happy with that dirt mix. It doesn't look too bad in the farms, but especially for the main road, I just didn't like it. So what do you guys think of this? It's just a mix of natural sandstone, sand, and wet sand, and I think it's quite nice. It makes it look it's dusty. It doesn't look like it's a proper road or anything like that. Yeah, I quite like it. And if we get the journey map up, I just like looking at the journey map now, because what we've got so far is looking really, really cool, I think. We're going to have the main town over here. We still got that massive pyramid to build up as well. That might be another thing I can work on this 2 or 3 weeks off, because, you know, I'm going to have the time to do it. Well, I hope I'm going to have the time to do it anyway. Yeah, that's going to be it for this episode, guys. A little bit different, but like I said, I've got a lot going on at the moment, and hopefully you can get back into sort of normal building and only using the time lapses for small things, rather than like having the time lapses as one big long episode. Yeah, that is it. I just keep coming back to this one spot. This is where I got the screenshot from. Just looking at it from this sort of angle, I'm just like, it's so pretty. So I really can't wait to finish this island. Also, I'm gonna have a little bridge coming across here. Not too sure how I want to do it. It's quite wide, the river. So yeah, I'm not too sure how we're gonna bridge this gap. If you guys have any suggestions, let me know, I guess, in the comments below, or hit me in Discord. I use Discord a lot more than anything else now, so if you want to like ask me or send me pictures or ask me questions or anything like that, hit me up on Discord. And another thing is, if you want to check out this build yourself in person, then jump onto the Darwin Reforged server. So it's There'll be a link in the description, but to type that out, Darwin Reforged. They are hosting the map. Now, at the moment, the current map, it doesn't have all those farmers' fields on and stuff like that. And I think there's an issue with trying to join the world. It says you don't have permission to join it. And the owner, host, whoever he is currently on holiday. So that might be a week or so before that gets fixed. But, something to look into. And, you do still have the pyramid temple you can look at and the river before we actually done all of this to it. So that might be interesting to go and look at. But that is it for this episode. I'm rambling on a little bit too much now. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And I will see you guys in the next episode.